Hello guys, Brian back here with another FET video. Okay, it's been a little bit since I did a video on FET. This thing, way back here, this thing was forming a cup and handle. Beautiful cup and handle if you look at this thing. And it never did end up playing out, but you can see this right here. You know, you got your cup right through here, you know, and then you had your handle right here. You know, and the thing never did play out, but in fact it ended up breaking down further here. But we're going to take a look here at this thing. We're finally starting to break out of some resistance here, and we have some RSIs reset on this thing. All right, if you take a look at the market here real quick, this is the market on the daily. Look at these numbers out here, okay, and this is on the weekly. This is beautiful. And what's really weird about this whole thing, I'm going to show you here. You know, what's really strange, which, you know, anybody that's been in this market for any amount of time, I'm going to show you something here that is absolutely crazy. Bitcoin dominance is just spiking, and the altcoins are not slowing down, which is very odd. You know, this really has never happened before. You know, Bitcoin dominance is it hasn't been this high since you know, you go back to 2021. You know, it was in this level back there. Before that, you know, it's been a while. You know, right before April of 2021, around yeah, so that's pretty crazy, and this thing is just shooting higher and higher. So I believe it's about tapped out here. Okay, if you look at the RSIs, the daily RSIs at the top, it's at a 100 and at a 97, but it's up to 51. It had a high of 51.79%. Okay, just for the week, this thing is going up 6 to roughly 7% for the week, and the altcoins are just going crazy. That's nuts. Usually this happens and the altcoins are down 20%, 30%. They're usually getting hammered at this point, so pretty odd for that to be going on. Okay, Bitcoin itself, Bitcoin is just absolutely going crazy right now. All right, let me get this off here real quick. I just did a video here. I believe you know, this is a very big area to watch for Bitcoin. All right, I'm going to show you guys this because right here, this 31,500. All right, if you look back here on Bitcoin's history, you can see the last bull run. That was our major support level. Okay, we came up here. Let me zoom in here a little bit and show you guys, and we just couldn't break through it last time. Okay, right up here, right there, we got rejected pretty hard off it. Now we're making another stab at it. We get through that, and things are really going to start going. Okay, that's the level to really keep your eyes on. All right, it was support back over here, and it was support through here in the bull run, and then when we lost it, it became resistance right there, and resistance here. All right, so major area to watch out for. I want to show you guys this because it was pretty interesting. I was working some things out earlier. Okay, first off, let me get this off here. This is on the weekly. The last time Bitcoin on the weekly was reset was back in November last year, right here. Okay, we ran the whole way. This thing ran the whole way up here. Okay, so if we take a measurement, all right, from the bottom to the top, and I'm going to do this fast, bottom to the top. All right, we take that and put it on top here. All right, because the weekly is reset again. All right, what we're looking for, what I'm looking for in Bitcoin is a 702 retracement level. Okay, then me personally, I'm out of the market. All right, I believe we have to have a retrace and then a cool off, and then our bull market will start next year. But look how that lines up with that 702. Isn't that something? Just weird how it kind of played out that way. All right, but it just for some reason played out like that. Okay, I expect this run up to that 702. You're gonna have people screaming all-time high at that point. Okay, retrace back to there, and I believe we're gonna flatten out for a while, and then we can start our bull run. Bitcoin has its halving next April. The last time in 2020, Bitcoin had its halving in the spring, and it was you know, October. It was in the fall that things really started getting interesting. You know, over here, October, September, October, right in this area here, things really started getting crazy. So I'm excited. All right, but first we have to have a retrace. If you go back to 2017, all right, you can see the same exact thing happened. Okay, we had our all-time high, we had our bear market, we had our retrace back right here. We put a Fibonacci on there, back to the 702, the green line. Then we cooled off and had to fall back down here, not to the bear market lows. This was COVID here, and then we started our bull run. Okay, it ended up being that was July of 2019. We started our bull run in October of 2020. So if we get our, it's just kind of weird how it's playing out. June and July of 2019. All right, this is June and July of 2023. We're calling for a bull run next year. All right, bull run started October 2020. That would be October of 2024 or so. Time-wise, it's kind of lining up. We'll have to see how it plays out, but just kind of crazy how things are lining up like that. The DXY, I check on this thing every single day in all my videos I do on the daily. This DXY is starting to roll over. We have bearish divergence on this thing. You can see at the bottom, you had this low and you had a higher low on the chart. On the RSI, you had this low and you had a lower low on the chart down there. Okay, so that was bearish divergence. That's actually playing out because we have the daily RSI rolling over on this thing. So falling dollar, I don't want it to obviously crash. I just want it to get a lower high in here, and that's going to obviously help crypto out. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the S&P. Oh, yeah, definitely want to show you these. The total market cap. Having that breakout. All right, the measured move for that thing is up at 1.2 trillion. This is the area to watch out for, once again, just like I showed you on Bitcoin. And if you could, please hit the like and subscribe. I would appreciate that so very, very much, guys. 1.28 trillion, that's the number to watch for. That is our level back through the bull run last time. We break through that, and this thing's going. But look at that weekly candle. And also look at that weekly RSI down at the bottom down there. Look at that thing right on the floor. So this thing has a massive pump ahead of it. You can see it coming. All right, and look at this one. This is the total market cap without Bitcoin. We had an inverse head and shoulders playing out on this thing yesterday. This thing was still outside this wedge. And we had the inverse head and shoulders right here. Look what ended up happening. It broke back in the wedge, and we're starting to hopefully break out the other side here. But the inverse head and shoulders played out. We got our move out of that. So like I said, the video I did yesterday, we were right back up against the outside of the wedge there. So we ended up getting that back. All right, so now if we dig here in the FET, all right, you can see on this resistance right here, we're starting to get a breakout of this line, okay, which this resistance line, which goes back. Let's go into daily. Okay, this thing goes back the whole way. It started roughly, April, second week of April. This resistance line started, and then we're gonna have a resistance line after that, right out. It's going to end up playing somewhere out here off this top. Let me thin this out a little bit so we can see these lines a little bit better, see the prices a little bit better. Let's move this one down here a little bit, okay? So then this one's going to come in somewhere out here, all right? Let's thin that up. There we go. That's better. Okay, but we are breaking through that first resistance area at 22 cents. All right, so this thing is getting ready to go. We have the daily RSIs at 87 and 69, and it's bullish. All right, down on the bottom down here, this is the bottom RSI. That is definitely bullish. This thing is, definitely showing some upward potential out of this thing for sure. It's at a 51. Yeah, so it's got a lot of up room to go. The weekly is what gets me excited. Look at this. It's at a 7 and a 6. All right, and do we have a monthly? Yeah, not really, no. But that weekly is reset. It's bullish. It's at a 7 and a 6, and we have a green candle coming out on this thing. So I believe FET is really going to start making some moves here. It's up 12, almost 13% for the day here. You can see down there on the bottom right. almost 13%. So this market's really starting to go. We got everything going. We got the total 2 breaking out, the total market cap breaking out, Bitcoin breaking out, the DXY falling. Everything is going our way. Once we get Bitcoin dominance actually under control, I believe these altcoins are really going to start taking off. So, and we also have FET starting to break out here. Okay, if we're going on the 4-hour and zoom in on this thing even deeper, okay, you can see our lines are right on perfect there. You know, line these up. It's perfect, right? We're on there, right where it's supposed to be. Had a little false breakout there, but we're getting a break out of here. Okay, so I'll be keeping an eye on this once this thing starts making some bigger moves, that's for sure. And then once we get up in the 30-some cent range, we have this second resistance level here coming in. So, but right now, FET's looking good. Like I said, we got that weekly RSI reset, and this thing's getting ready to go. The last time that weekly was reset, you know, if you go back in time, all right, just to give you an idea of what these weekly RSIs can do. You know, this thing, wow, right to the top was a 9x on the weekly, and that was this one right here, that pump up. The one before that, you know, as small as that might look, you zoom in here, okay, and this one ended up being, was it 77%? Okay, so that one was during the bottom of the bear market too. We're out of that. Okay, then this one here, bottom of the bear market, you expect that. This one was 135%. All right, so there's only been 3 times that FET has been at the bottom for these runs. 1, 2, 3. We're starting on our 4th one. Okay, so hopefully we get one of them 8X's out of here. Okay, we're shooting, let's see, what is the all-time high on this thing? You know, even a 6.1 or 702 retracement on this thing would bring it back up, you know, to 77 cents. All right, so that's a long ways away, but I'll be keeping my eye on it, guys. I'll get back to you soon, but I wanted to let you know we're finally getting a breakout of resistance, so wait for this thing to really start rolling. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you soon, guys.